Both Land Rover and Range Rover belong to the same organization, Jaguar Land Rover Limited, a British automotive company owned by Tata Motors. Jaguar Land Rover has been a wholly owned subsidiary of Tata Motors since it acquired the Jaguar and Land Rover businesses from the American multinational automotive company, Ford Motor Company, in 2008 for a whopping $2.3 billion. For over a century, the Rover charted the triumphs of the British automotive industry and carried British royalty. From the cycle-making precursors of the Rover Company Limited to a global icon born out of post-war austerity, the Land Rover has evolved enormously over its 65 years of excellence. What is a Land Rover? Land Rover is a British luxury car maker owned by Jaguar Land Rover, which is a wholly owned subsidiary of Indian multinational automotive company, Tata Motors. The company has been making authentic on/off-road forks since 1948. The cars that represent British ingenuity across a wide range of models, including the iconic Defender, Range Rover, Discover, and the most recently Range Rover Sport. The first Land Rover prototype was a pickup/tractor hybrid with a single, central seat and stark functionality. For years, Land Rover was synonymous with capable, good value vehicles that served farmers and adventurers alike all over the world. The first Land Rover was released in 1948, and the Series I was officially launched at the Amsterdam Motor Show with an 80-inch wheelbase using the similar dimensions of the WW2 Jeep. Today, Land Rover is a company in itself, owned by Tata Motors. What is Range Rover? Range Rover is the luxury automotive division of the Jaguar Land Rover, which is owned by Indian automotive giant Tata Motors. The first prototype of the Range Rover was built in 1967 and named Velar, derived from the Italian word Velare, and the first production three-door forks for Range Rover was released in 1970. From the early days of Land Rover and Salal to the latest generation of 2018's Range Rover Velar, Range Rover still carries the true spirit and legacy of the Land Rover design and engineering. Today, Range Rover is in its fourth generation now, featuring a lightweight aluminum body. The fourth generation of the Range Rover was released nearly half a century later, in 2017, with the same name Velar, fitting right in between the Range Rover Vogue and Range Rover Sport. Difference between Land Rover and Range Rover. Both Land Rover and Range Rover belong to Jaguar Land Rover Limited, a British automotive company owned by Indian multinational automotive company, Tata Motors. Land Rover is a British luxury car maker owned by Jaguar Land Rover, which has been making authentic on/off-road forks since 1948. Range Rover is the luxury automotive division of the Jaguar Land Rover, which still carries the true spirit and legacy of the Land Rover design and engineering. Range Rover is in its fourth generation now and was the first to feature an all-aluminum body. Land Rover has been making high-end forks since 1948. Land Rover is recognized for its utilitarian nature, designed for exceptional off-road driving. Land Rover is an all-purpose vehicle, and extremely rugged yet efficiently manages the neat trick of having remarkable good road manners. Land Rover is a perfect combination of comfort and capability, designed to perform whether it's the main streets of the city or the rough terrains of the jungle. Range Rover vehicles, on the other hand, are luxury, high-end SUV that sport great road presence and known for their pure comfort and sophistication. Unlike the Land Rover, the Range Rover is more focused towards a city-based driving. Land Rover product portfolio includes the iconic Freelander, which was released in both 2WD and 4WD versions and was in production from 1997 to 2014 until it was replaced by the beautiful and strong Land Rover Discovery Sport. The Discovery Sport is known for its remarkable off-road capabilities. Range Rover product portfolio represents an unrivaled heritage of the Range Rover family, which includes the original Range Rover, the Range Rover Sport, the Range Rover Velar, and the ultimate Range Rover Evoque. Land Rover vs. Range Rover. Both Land Rover and Range Rover belong to the same British automotive company called Jaguar Land Rover, which is owned by the Indian automotive giant Tata Motors. Jaguar Land Rover has been a wholly owned subsidiary of Tata Motors since it acquired the Jaguar and Land Rover divisions of the Ford Motor Company in 2008 and merged them into a single company called Jaguar Land Rover in 2013. The story of the Range Rover began almost as soon as the first Land Rover was released in 1948. Unlike the more rugged Land Rover vehicles, the Range Rover line is more about comfort and sophistication and designed for city-based driving.